It out. Oh, yeah. There we go. Kick ass. Well, I went down to the hobby shop. Let me get these ruffles out of here. Over there, ruffles. I went down to the hobby shop. So, today to pick up the Warcry Coma Champions 2021, and I might have sparked out a little and bought a ton of shit. So we're gonna get to check all that out. It's a wide variety of stuff today for a bunch of different games. We got some Legion, we got some Battletech, we got some AOS. There's a White Dwarf in here. All kinds of stuff. We're going to check it all out. So, I think I'm probably going to start off with AOS stuff. And then we will do probably like the Battletech and then some Legion. And all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I got me some fucking Wookiees. Yeah, so excited. Real talk, I fucking love Wookiees. I do. They're like stupid, but I also fucking love them at the same time. So, real talk there. That's Wookiees. Then we got these two suckers. So we'll open this guy up later. But let's check out the Stormcast Eternals first off, and then we'll get inside this mama jama. See what she's all about. So, this is the Warcry Stormcast Eternals Thunderstrike box. This is 8 models, a bunch of Warcry cards, and tokens and stuff. This is one of the 6 new like Warcry boxes that just came out today. This one is all of the new Thunderstrike Stormcast stuff from like Dominion. The really cool thing about this box is how fucking cheap it is. This is $60, right? Which is a lot of money for one box of models. Don't get me wrong. However, these fucking big Chungus guys here, they're $55, which means that all of the cards, all of the tokens, and these 5 other troopers, they're worth $5. So I don't really need more of these troopers, right? I've got 2 units of these already because of Dominion, but I was like, you know what? For $5, I'll take another unit of them, like easy. Like that's not even like a plan, right? Like it's just like boom, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take five more guys, $5. Yeah, buddy. So I think they are the push fit ones, and then these guys, the big chunguses here, they're the full multi-part models, which is really cool. So we're gonna check them out. We're gonna open them up first. So yeah, I've wanted the full multi-part models for the big chunguses for a while. One, because you get the options to have the big hammers, which is cool. A big hammer is always like one of the coolest weapon options you can ever have. And 2, the leader has this big bear like motif on his armor, and I was all about that. Like that's my jam. So, and the one you get in the Dominion box, he's got like this big lion motif, and it's really cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as cool as having a big bear on your chest. Having a bear chest. Anyway, I'm a child. Alright, we got a bunch of bases. I don't know why I'm showing the other camera. Here's a bunch of bases. Even more bases. Bases for days. Then we've got what looks like 3 runners for the multi-part Big Bros, and 1 runner, including a random bit of cardboard. Okay, that's bizarre. It's just in the box. And then 1 runner, which is 2 little runners for the push fit other guys. Alright, so let's check the runners out. see what we got. So, this is the first runner for these guys. Looks like we've got helmeted, unhelmeted head options. There's a couple of head options. There's 2 different unhelmeted heads there. Might be for another guy, though. We got 1 big hammer, 2 different shields. And then this one... Oh, wait, no. This one... we've got... There's the big bear motif. We've got the 3rd shield there, 2 sets of single hand hammers. There's the big bear. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. And we've got more heads. Another helmeted head, another helmeted head, and another big hammer. And this last runner, we should have 1 more big hammer. Yep. And then 1 more shield. Oh, there's actually... Interesting. There's actually 4 big hammers on these runners, which means that there's going to be an option imposing. There's 4 big hammers there. There's technically 4 chests, I guess, in case you don't want the bear motif. But if you don't want the bear motif, what are you doing with your life? Like, for real. Like, you fucked up. And there's 4 shields, but I don't really see a difference in them. And you've got 4 heads with helmets, and 3 heads without. So I guess if you don't want this big fancy like commander head, if you don't want to build like a leader guy, that's the option there. But yeah, those are legit. Super cool. So those by themselves are normally $50 or $55. I can't remember. It's either 50 or 55. And then these guys, these are the push fit ones from Dominion. These are like the spear guys from Dominion. You're going to get a guy with a big banner there. So, one second. I'm caught on my own web. Ugh. Hold on. Let me grab some Stormcast Eternals. Okay. So, those are these guys. So these are my Stormcast all painted up. They still need to get based, but this is the kind of guys those are. So you'll get guys with with a big banner like this, right? And then you'll get a bunch of posing options as well. So that's what they'll look like. And then if anyone's curious, these are the other Chunguses. But you can see this one's the lion guy from Dominion. So yeah. That's my Stormcast Eternals. And these look identical runner wise. So I'm assuming like, yeah, there's some boob armor, so that's one lady. I'm assuming there's like 1 or 2 ladies on each sprue. And then the rest is guys. So pretty cool. That's what you get in that box. So 3 little mini runners of those, 3 little mini runners of the big Chunguses. We can check out their instructions. Thunderstrike Eternals. You can build hammers or other hammers. How many hammers? How much hammer do you want? Wait. Hold on. Am I like just a crackhead or what? Okay, so 1 or 2. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the non-elite one. That's the elite one. That's what it's showing. I was like, why is it adding up to 4? So this is actually the 3rd different model you get. The other one is just elite chest or non-elite chest. And then here's these guys. And they're exactly the same as Dominion. Which is pretty dope. So yeah, nice little set of instructions. Let's check out the Warcry cards. And then we'll get into the book. These are thick motherfucking tokens. Oh, we got some languages here. We got a whole mama jama bunch of these. That's a lot of cards. Alright. So, we've got this guy, this lady, this bro, guy with a banner. This is the guy with the dogs, the guy with the Griffhounds. I want to point out so far, these are all the new Stormcasts. There's the new double-handed Greatsword Stormcasts. There's the new Archers. There's a guy with his bare chest. Another guy with his bare chest. These are the guys with the cloaks. More Spear Bros. Greatsword Bros. Sword and blah, blah, blah. More Halberd guys. There's a thing for Grifftown. Nice. Okay, so this, these cards that come with this, these are basically the Dominion plus add-ons for Warcry. That's what these are. This is all the stuff from the Dominion box, plus the standalone leaders they added, like this guy. Right? Like this Archer guy. And since this Archer guy comes with Griffhounds, like our friend here, you get a card for the Griffhound as well. So, pretty dope. Pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Also, there would be like 70 cards if it was all the models for these. So it's just the new ones, which is pretty cool. Really nice quality, just like all the other Warcry cards. And these are your fighter cards for marking your dice if you want to do that. Next up, we've got StormCast Thunderstrike, Stormcast Thunderstrike in a bunch of different languages. Very few I can read. That's a... Is this a double-sided card? Oh, it is. Weird. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is fancy as fuck. Stop. So on one side, you have the leader abilities, like that. And on the other, you have the fighter abilities. So that's pretty darn cool. Also, I apologize holding things this close to the camera. My hands are probably a little dirty. I was cleaning up a little bit. And I ate tacos because I'm a monster. Taco eating monster. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you got fighter abilities on one side, leader abilities on the other. Pretty sweet. And then we have our tokens. Okay, this is 2 sets of tokens. They are the same, from what I can tell. Shit. I'm going to accidentally punch them out. I don't think you're supposed to get 2 sets of tokens in here. I think you're only supposed to get 1. Well, I think I might have got a mispack there and got 1 more set of tokens than I was supposed to. Maybe you're supposed to get 2, but I thought you're only supposed to get 1. But yeah, it's got all the wound counters. Fine. You can fall out if you want to, but I prefer if you stay in for right now. Thank you. Wound counters, weight counters, objective markers. Pretty boss. Pretty boss, and they're all kind of themed. I really like how the more wounds it has, the more damage the skull has. That's really cool. So yeah, that's legit. Those are nice. Alright, put these guys away. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to get 2 sets. It doesn't say you're supposed to get 2 sets. I think that's a mispack error on my part. I think I got an extra set there. So, if you pick this up, expect 1 set. Be happy if you get more. The wound counters for Warcry are like the best wound counters that exist. It's pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. For $60, you basically get the big bear guys, and then you get a bunch of other troops for essentially like pennies. It's pretty good. All right, so let's wrap this one up, and then we will get into the other box. Give me a sec to pop everything back in here. It'll take me a minute. Shoop. This is a very, very full box, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're probably not actually gonna be able to fit everything back in there. So I'm at least gonna put it in the top, and then we'll put her off to the side. There we go, just like that. That's gonna fall over. Just like that. There we go. Alright, moving on into the Warcry book. Tournament Champions 2021. It might be a year late, but I fucking love Warcry, so it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. I really wish this would have come out last year. But we're going to enjoy what we got. Even though they're probably going to release Warcry 2.0 and completely fuck it up like they did with Kill Team in the summer. Wow. So there's a big ol' spider daddy on the cover, who's like got some kind of bad infection because he's drooling everywhere. So here we got narrative fluff, wrath and ruin. Your journey continues with the other books. Updated campaign rules. There's updates for how you earn glory points, how you use reinforcements, and lesser artifacts. The lesser artifacts here are really nice. The lesser artifact change here is really nice because it's changing from being a regular action to being a bonus action. So that means that like if they want to use a lesser artifact, you can do it for free. You don't have to use an action on it. Alright, points values. Let's get a good look up in here. In case you wanted to see any of the points values. There they are. Is there anything of real note in here that I see? Honestly, I've never played this competitively enough to really think that any of the points values were underpointed. Except for maybe some of my Skaven boys. Because the Rat Ogres were just way too fucking cheap for what they could do. There's the Seraphon. There's some more Seraphon fighters, leaders. Stormcast, Sylvanath. Skaven. There's the Skaven. They've got a ton of stuff now. Yeah, see that our buddy the Rat Ogre went up. Yeah. Everything else is pretty much probably the same. Bringers of Death, Ogre Maul Tribes, Glimpse of Gets, Flesh Eater Courts, all updated points values. There's a thing on Open Play. The Coalition of Death Siege Battles. What is this? Find a new battle plan that lets you fight thrilling siege battles. The Siege of Grad. The Siege of Grad. Let's see. What do you do in the Siege of Grad? It's two mats next to each other. Warbands are divided into two teams, attackers and defenders. And it looks like you choose to have a small, medium, or a large battle, and that chooses how many points you can have, including up to 4,000 points on one side. What models do they have available for the Skaven in the book? And started selling them in plastic bundles, rack and giants. Box, the X, the Warcry set with the cards though for Skaven. Yeah, there was a limited run thing, unfortunately. Here, I can show you what's available for Skaven. Alright, so they've got Grey Seers, Arc Warlocks, Warlock Engineers, Warlock Bombardiers. There's a lot. There's a whole hell of a lot. And then here's the lower stuff too. Just in case you want to screenshot it to see it. There's the top. And there's the bottom stuff. So, it's pretty awesome. The only thing I think that's missing from this is Wolf Rats. I wish Wolf Rats were in this. You could technically take a Chaos Hound and just call it a Wolf Rat, and everybody be fine with it, but, you know. Alright, so Siege of Grad could be really, really freaking big, up to 4,000 points. That is like 4 Warcry warbands put together. Attackers get a free monster. Wow, monsters are amazing. Alright, so if you do buffs and stuff, they don't help your allies out, but they will help your team out. And then everybody on the opposite side of the board is bad guys. Alright, so it looks like you build a giant wall across, including a gatehouse. And it looks like the attackers get to remove one piece from the wall. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The attacker team gains 3 victory points for each fighter that breaches the defense. The attacker's team gains 10 victory points if the gatehouse is destroyed. The defender's team gains 1 victory point for each fighter from the attacker's team that is taken down. The defender's team gains 15 points if the messenger escapes. The battle ends after 5 battle rounds. When the battle ends, the team with the most victory points wins. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So you set up on one side of the board, and the enemy sets up on the other. They basically build a wall, and then try to get through it, and then the other player tries to get through it. That's pretty cool. That's a fun thing. Like if you were going to take like a whole afternoon and had a bunch of people that were going to play, especially if you were going to like either conclude or start off a campaign with like a special event mission like that. That's S tier. That's legit. Oh man, look at that Hydra. That's cool as hell. I don't have one of those. Alright, so this is the branching quests mechanic. This was in... what is the name of it? The most recent box that I didn't buy. But I really wanted the terrain out of it, but I didn't like the warbands. Red Harvest. So this is in this was from Red Harvest. This is like... this is like a normal campaign, but it's also kind of like more variable. It's a little hard to explain because I've never actually tried it yet, but I know it's a whole new variation on the regular like campaign where you play through one way, because it has some variation on like if you win you get access to these things, and if you win this one you get access to these things like that. And it's pretty cool from what I understand, but I haven't gotten to try it out yet, so I don't super understand it. So yeah, so here's this looks like this is a Fated Quests. What is a Fated Quest? In this section you'll find 4 special campaigns in its Fated Quests. Paths are open to any who dare. Okay, so these are just like sort of one-off things you can mix into your campaign if you want to. It's pretty cool. Alright, so this is the Reaver's Spoils. Oh, these are multiple battle things. That's cool. There's multiple convergences as well, and a campaign outcome. You start in the Reaver city of Grad, where Black Axe once held power as one of the ruling talons. Somewhere here is a clue you need to locate your prize, but beware of every cutthroat and savage within a dozen leagues is on the same trail. That's pretty cool. So you get a bunch of neat little missions that go along with it. There's the Fate of the Kindred. Survivor Salvation. So yeah, so these are all kind of like themed, and I like that. They're all like themed missions. The Awakening the Idol. And it looks like at the end, when you complete one, you can either choose Honor or you can choose Glory. So it looks like you get like an option. Okay, so you can see, you can get that or you can get that. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we're into the narrative campaign. This is like the big seller for me. Well, one, everything so far has been fucking amazing and cool. I really want to try these campaigns out. But this is a really cool one because a lot of these are missions themed to go with the most recent like narrative arc that Age of Sigmar had. But in here, there's actually a Vermintide mission, which is really cool. So this is the Purge of Anvil Grad. This one is themed for all the Broken Realms books. And you get all kinds of weird stuff in it. This one actually, this is another one for Broken Realms. This one actually gives you a living, or one of the spells to use. It's pretty sweet. This is one for Broken Realms Be'lakor. Do you get rules for Be'lakor? Oh no, you don't. Man, that's a shame. I was really hoping you'd get rules for Be'lakor, since he's shown there. That would have been cool. If you would have got rules for Be'lakor, that would be really cool. All right, and a big piece de resistance, the Vermintide one. So this is a narrative campaign for 1 or 2 players. Each player musters a warband to rid the city of Skaven infestation. Rather than players battling against each other, they and their warbands team together to battle hordes of Skaven, the Vermintide. Each player starts with 500 points. If you play by yourself, you get 1,000. You also need a shit ton of Skaven. 1,200 points of Skaven. Once your buff step's completed, the campaign is ready to begin. The campaign lasts 4 battles in total. The first 3 battles take place for 3 different locations: the Arnwell, the Dockside, and Northern Sewer Entrance. You can go through them in any order. All locations has a battle plan associated with it. In addition, the size of the Vermintide warband will grow with each subsequent battle, making things more and more difficult for the players as the campaign progresses. So they should plan accordingly. Fight the first 3 campaign battles in as follows. The player chooses one of the 3 locations to battle. Battle can only be fought at each location once during the campaign. The total point values of the Vermintide warband determined by the battle shown on the table opposite. The players pick fighters with the Skaven runeback, meaning Vermintide warband. The players with the leader runeback must be included and picked with the warband's leader. Battle groups are assigned as normal. Players set up the terrain. Deployment card is drawn. Yeah, that's cool. And then the aftermath sequence, you get some stuff or you lose some stuff. Alright, and we're going to use the Ambush in the Dark battle plan on page 81. If the players win this battle, they win the campaign. Otherwise, they fail and the Vermintide win the campaign. Okay, so Vermintide look like they start off at 800 points. So if you wanted to play a first game, you would need 500 points each for each player. And then 800 points of Skaven. And the second one is 950. The one after that is 110. Alright. And then there's different battles you can go on here with that, which is pretty boss. Those are the 3 little battles. It's nice and easy, clear to see. Let's see, this is just sort of determining initiative. The Vermintide has no initiative or wild dice. Instead, the Vermintide is always considered to have 3 singles for determining initiative and any ties automatically. If the campaign player is 1 player, determine if they are the Vermintide. If there are 2 players, then the Vermintide are sorted in initiative order from first to last, determined by number of singles each is drawn. Okay. So they always have the most average middle number of activations. That's fair. In the combat phase, players in the Vermintide take it turns to activate fighters from the warband as normal. When it is the turn of the Vermintide, the players pick which Vermintide fighter activates. Vermintide fighter cannot be picked to activate more than once. Are always in one of the 2 states, close or far. When a Vermintide fighter activates, the player first determines which state they are in as follows. If the closest visible fighter to the player is within range of any of the Vermintide fighter's weapons, the Vermintide fighter is said to be close. Otherwise, it's far. So, are you in attack range? Yes or no? Simple enough. Nice, clear condition. Player rolls on the behavior table to the right to see the fighter will behave in this activation. Okay, so this is a simpler table than the wild fighters rolls, which is probably good. Alright, so they can recuperate, attack, move, attack, charge, attack. Okay. The table below shows the abilities and actions that the Vermintide fighters will make in the order they will make them. Abilities are written in italics and actions are written in bold. The abilities used by the Vermintide fighters can be found on the Vermintide abilities table below. They do not need or use any ability dice, and only Vermintide fighters can use these abilities. When it says attack move, the fighter will attack unless there are no visible enemy fighters within range of any of its weapons, in which case it will instead move. You just move to the closest enemy fighter. Okay. They always take the closest route. They will always jump down. They won't fall into a pit on their own because they're not that retarded. They will never climb dangerous terrain. Okay, so pretty much this table dictates what they do, and then they just play with basic logic, right? Alright, the fighter makes a bonus move action for charge. At the end of the move action, if there are any visible fighters, one inch to the fighter that picks one of those enemy fighters, allocate D3 damage to this fighter. Okay? The fighter in this ability, only if his visible enemy fighter is 1 inch of this fighter. The players pick one of these fighters, allocate D6 points to the fighter. Remove up to 5 damage points from the allocate to this fighter. Okay, so they actually, since this is a D3 table, they actually have a really high chance of using these abilities. There's a super high chance that they're gonna get to do some kind of ability thing to you, which is probably good. And then here is the ambush in the dark. Okay, this is 1,200 points versus yours. Let's see. Alright, all of your guys go in the middle of this battlefield. Alright, and then it looks like you roll a dice and you put whatever battle group falls into that. So like if you're rolling for the dagger, you roll a dice, and if they roll a 1, they go over here. Right? So basically the idea is that your guys are going to get surrounded. So it looks like you have to kill the enemy leader, and then you roll a dice and it tells you how to escape. That's really cool. That's a cool thing. This is a really cool little mini campaign. I'm going to try to actually play through this weekend. Yeah, we're actually going to try to play all the way through this weekend. That'll be really cool. Maybe we'll do that as like a special Monday holiday stream. That would actually be really fun. Maybe, yeah, yeah, you know what? We'll do that on Monday. We're going to play all the way through this campaign, start to end, as a special Monday stream. That'll be super cool. That's what we're going to do. Start to end. We'll play all the way through. And then here's one. Here's a special campaign for Ulfincon, which is Curse City. This one, I believe, is also... The thing about this one is that the enemies, like, random enemies also spawn while you're fighting, which is pretty cool. Alright, we've got another narrative campaign. Okay, and then we get into stuff for match play. So there's a ton in this book. This book is rocking. This is what I want to see more of. This was just a cool book filled with narrative and casual stuff. This is what I want. Sorry. This is what I want for 40K. This book, literally, is exactly what I want for 40K. This is a damn awesome, cool, motherfucking great book for, like, buying a rule book, right? This is phenomenal. It's all casual rules and, like, narrative stuff and campaign stuff. This is what I want for 40K. 40K puts out, like, you know, Crusade books or whatever, but they're so fucking complex and convoluted. Like, this is so clear and simple and wonderful. This is what I want more of. Right? 100% I want books like this for other game systems, because this is, like, fantastic. This is, like, S tier. Alright, and here's how to do pitch battles if you want. Here's how to run a tournament. Alright, these are the hidden agendas for the tournament. These are like special conditions you can use to still get points. And then these are the printed rules for the guys that came out after the last books. So these are the ones for the Lumineth Realm Lords, the Soulblight Grave Lords, including a lot of stuff from Curse City in here. Here's the Vargeist, or Vargskir, for example. There should be another page of Curse City stuff. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so there's a lot of skeletons and stuff. There's guys on horseback there. Soulblight Graveyard abilities. These are the new Stormcast. These are the same guys we just looked at the cards for. Right? Literally the exact same ones we just looked at the cards for. And then we've got the Cruel Boys here. Again, these were put out as a free PDF, but if you wanted them in print, there they are. And then we get into the Bladeborn Fighters. So what is this? The Bladeborn Fighters are all of the what is the word? These motherfuckers. What are these called? Under something. Is it in the book? What is the word? Underworlds. There we go. So this is also the same kind of thing as this was started in this box in Bladeborn, right? This had a couple of these. This book has all of them. So if you didn't particularly like the forces in here, but you wanted the Warcry cards and stuff, you can now have rules for all of them without having to buy that box. Yeah, Underworlds. Thank you. Alright, so there's stuff for the Daughters of Cain team, the Fire Slayers team, Karajan Overlords, Idoneth Deepkin, Seraphon. This is a great box, by the way. Lumineth Realm Lords, Stormcast Eternals. They have 2 different teams. The Sylvaneth, Skaith's Wild Hunt. This is a really cool one. I wish they sold those separate. I would like Skaith's Wild Hunt. Same thing with the Beast of Chaos. I wish they sold those separate too. The Khorne Bloodbound. I don't recognize those ones. Garrick's Reavers. They were one of the originals. Nurgle's Rotbringers. That's really cool. Finally some new units. There's one for the Tzeentch Arcanites. This is a really cool team because it's going to give you a lot of really nice variety. You're going to get things like Blue Horrors and Brimstone Horrors and a Sorcerer. It's pretty cool. Here's the Slaanesh Sybarites, the Skaven. So this is the Spikes, what is it, like Scritch's Spike Claw Swarm. Really beautiful, cool Skaven models. Slaves to Darkness, right? These are really cool because there's a... Hold on, I've got her literally right over here. Get out here. Motherfucker. There we go. There's a really cool sorcerer in this box. Right? So there she is. She's really badass. And you got this really badass, like, Dami Mommy, smashy lady. Which is also super cool. And there's Slambo in here too, but I don't know where he is. There he is. Yeah. There's the guy in the Slambo pose. Really cool. I have so many models that are painted, they just need basing, I swear. I've got like whole armies that just need basing. I have like multiple whole armies that just need basing. You can tell what part I don't like doing. So yeah, so they're awesome. Here's the Godsworn Hunt. These are the other side. I've not had a lot of fun painting them, so they're not painted yet. The Flesh Eater Quartz. That looks like a cool box. A Night Haunt box. I would happily build those. They're really cool. Same thing with the Ossiarch Bone Reaper box. They're really cool too. The Soulblight Grave Ward team. I do intend to pick that up. They're awesome. And then a bunch of Skelly Bones. The Sepulture Guard. So this is adding like literally like at least 100 fighters. Like this is adding a metric fuck ton of fighters to Warcry. It's so awesome. It's like so awesome. Here's Zarbag's Gits. They're just phenomenal. And then we've got Ripa's Snarlfangs. I actually just bought them because of this. So there they are. I'm gonna make a warband that revolves entirely around them, being like the core of it. There's Moloch's Mob. The Ogre Maul Tribes. I've got this guy too. He's fantastic. There's the Bone Splitters guys. It's Hedrick's Mob. There's the Orangeals. That's these guys. I have a lot of warbands for Underworld right now on my desk. So that's those guys. They're coming along. And then the apparently Arn Skull's Boys is another one. I actually didn't know they existed. So yeah. And that's everything. So fantastic book. You've got all the rules for the editions since the last books have come out. You've got the Underworld stuff in here. You've got tons of different types of narrative campaigns and like casual fun rules, including that Vermintide thing. So what I'm going to do with this, I was planning on playing one of them tomorrow, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special stream on Monday, and I'm going to play all of them. All 4 campaigns, going through the Vermintide rules. The Vermintide campaign in here. I'm going to do it all Monday, starting probably at 10, and we'll just go. And it'll probably be 2 or 3 hours of Warcry, and it'll be boss. Because this is a fantastic book. This is what I want more of from GW. I want more like cool, casual, narrative stuff like this. So, good shit. Alright. Okay. Let's take a little break from GW. So I don't really feel like looking at another book right now. And we'll look at some Battletech. Alright. So I picked up some Battletech. I love Battletech minis. They are like one of the most chill, relaxing things to paint. Because they are generally a little simpler. They come pre-built. And like the color schemes for them are just generally a little bit simpler. So I've got the Clan Support Star, the Clan Heavy Striker Star, and the Clan Command Star. So we're going to start with this one here, and we'll check it out. Alright, so who do we have in here? We have the Direwolf, the Summoner, the Stormcrow, the Mist Lynx, and the Shadow Cat. Ooh. I was excited for these. One, I wanted to paint some more clan mechs. Because all the mechs I have left, I still have a big pile of Battletech. You can probably see it like around here. All the mechs I have left are all like inner spear mechs. So I wanted to build some clan stuff. All right, so this guy is the Shadow Cat. Let's check him out. Ooh, he's cool. Look at those legs. They're really cool how they work, right? See how the leg pins in there? And he's got the the mismatching arms. He's got some kind of rotary cannon there. Yeah, that's super cool. I like that a lot. It's a Shadow Cat. And we have the Shadow... What the fuck is this? Is this the... Oh no, this is the Summoner. This is the Summoner. So he's got different guns on each side. Really weird legs. And he's got that big rocket pod on top. Ooh, arm on the left almost looks like it's supposed to be a flamethrower. See the like little indents there? He's got that huge rocket pod on top. This is the Summoner. This is the Stormcrow. He's a little derpy mech, I'm not gonna lie. I like the bird legs on him, but he's pretty derpy looking. I think it's the big vent sitting over the cockpit that looks a little derpy on him. Then we've got the Mist Lynx. That one's really cool. He's just a little buddy. Just trucking, like beep 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 beep, and he's just trucking along. He's got a rocket pods, a couple little lasers there. It's pretty cool, like him. And the Big Mama Jama, which is the Direwolf. So this, is my understanding, is like a heavier version of the Timberwolf. This is the like the big daddy brother of it, is my understanding. Big rocket pod and shit. It's pretty cool. It's very reminiscent of like the Nova Cat, right? It's like the Nova Cat on steroids. It's cool. I like that. Yeah, it's really cool. So we got our cards. We'll check those out. Battletech cards. Battletech cards. These are for Alpha Strike. Which means that if you want the Battletech like books for these, for classic Battletech, not Alpha Strike, you can just go download them online most likely. You can do that with like almost all of them. There's the Timberwolf A, the Timberwolf Prime, the Mist Lynx A, the Mist Lynx Prime, Stormcrow A, Stormcrow Prime, Shadow Cat, and the Prime Shadow Cat, Summoner A, and the Summoner Prime. Then we have Grace and Zorus. We have Samantha Cleese and Winter Kistler. We have Patrick Drummond. Pretty cool. And Felicia. We have Haiti and Ross Hammond, Janelle, and Tyler. Is your name Tyler? No, it's Tyler. Okay. So yeah, cool box. The Dire Wolf is the big show stealer in there. Also, I think the Shadow Cat and Mistlink are pretty good. The Summoner's a neat looking mech, but I don't know. He's a little weird looking too. You know what I mean? He's a little out there. I think the Dire Wolf and the Shadow Cat are they're the big ones, and the Mislinks. So Mislinks is just a little cutie boy. But yeah, so that's the Battletech Clan Command Star. Clan Heavy Striker Star. Cards. Shoom. Let's see who we have here. We have the Gargoyle, the Hellbringer, the Mad Dog, the Ice Ferret. That's a bitchin' name. And the Viper. Perfect for Alpha Strike action. So this is the Ice Ferret. That's a cool mech. That's genuinely a really, really cool mech. And I like the pose on it a lot. It's got a lot of personality in the pose. Yeah, that's cool. He's got the asymmetric arms. And just the head design is... like, it's very unique, and I like that. And the legs have a lot of personality to how they're walking. So that's really cool. That's the Ice Ferret. This is the, what is it, Hellbringer? Is that right? Yeah, this is the Hellbringer. His legs are really cool. Besides that, he's kind of dorky. His chest is just really weird. It feels so long for how heavy and armored the legs are and how thin and scrawny the arms are. Like, he almost looks like he should be a different scale. Like, something looks off with him. It's the Hellbringer. We have the Viper. Yeah. He's cute. He's got really cool feet. Really, really cool feet. Yeah, cool pointed head. Then we've got the Mad Dog, which is basically just like walking missile pods. Holy shit. Get wrecked! Yeah, he's cool. His cockpit's a little weird, but I like how much he's just like a walking weapon storm. It's pretty cool. And the big guy in the box is the Gargoyle. And this guy is a lot like the Executioner in design. He's very much like big, square, stompy human robot. I think he's pretty badass. He's got kind of like a weird gimp mask face, which I'm not super about. But it's pretty cool. I like his guns a lot. And he's firing off all the rockets at the same time. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the Gargoyle. Let's check the cards out. But yeah, a whole box of Battletech stuff, right? Like that's a box of Battletech stuff is just like a good weekend. Like always chill, always fun. So we've got the Gargoyle A and the Gargoyle Prime. We've got the Hellbringer A. That mech does not look any better painted, I'll tell you that. It's a fucking dumb looking mech. And the Hellbringer Prime. The Mad Dog A. And the Mad Dog Prime. He's a little dorky looking. Ice Ferret A. I love this mech. Not only is it called Ice Ferret, which is a really badass name. It's cool. It's got a lot of personality in the pose. Just this cute little boy who's been bouncing around. And the Ice Ferret Prime. We've got the... thank you. Viper A. And the Viper Prime. And then we have Milliken. That's a name. And Oospak. Michael Hawkins. Cordworth. Fultzhazen. Mance. Sometimes I see these names and it's just like, you dare refuse my Bajarl? Right? Like they're so absurd. Grizilla. And Linwolf. Trek Carnes. And John Ward. I actually really like how that Ice Ferret's painted. That's really cool. I actually might try to do that with some of these mechs. I think that's a Clan Wolf pattern. Just it looks really cool. Right now I have sort of like a mercenary clanner force who's in camo. And then I've got some clan Ghost Bear stuff. Yeah. Then all my other ones are Inner Sphere. That might be cool. Might do some Clan Wolf. Alright. Oh. Last but not least, we've got the Clan Support Star. So I'll fully admit, this is the one I was least excited about. Still pretty excited for it, but like, I don't know, the other ones had ones that I was like, man, those mechs are really cool. This one has two mechs that I thought looked really cool. And the rest I was kind of like meh about. And this one has the Night Gur, the Linebacker, the Black Lantern, Black Cobra, and Arctic Cheetah. Barrow. So this is the Black Lantern. This is one of the ones I was excited about. I thought looked really cool. Because I really am a big fan of the bird legs and the asymmetric arms. If you give something asymmetric arms, I'm like super into it. He's got like what looks like some kind of flamethrower on the right arm and then dual lasers on the left. Then two little rocket pods. That's pretty boss. Then we've got the Black Crab. Oh no, this is the Battle Cobra. This is the other one I was pretty excited for because it's just such an old looking design. Like the smoothness to like the upper body just looks like the 70s to me, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh man, that's really cool. Like the fact he has the two matching guns and just like the really smooth shoulders and head. It really looks like the 70s to me. Like it really screams like 70s design. And I was all into that. This is the Linebacker. He's a thick boy, isn't he? Jesus. I see why they call him a linebacker. He's fucking wide. And he barely fits on the base. I like you can see the missile pods are actually open and closed on this one. Aren't open all the time. Him being so wide is kind of weird though. I'm not going to lie. This is the Arctic Cheetah. Coming up next. Alright, I actually like him way more than I thought I would. He's really cool. He's just another little bebop boy. I'm into that. I think I'm really into like the really big, mega heavy looking mechs and the really tiny, like run across the battlefield super quick mechs. And yeah, that's really cool. It's the Arctic Cheetah. And then the big show stealer in the middle is the Nightgur, right? Yeah, the Nightgur. He's, again, a very old-looking design, which is kind of cool. And I like that he has asymmetric arms, right? Like, the smoothness and the compactness of the head, that, to me, just screams 70s and 60s and 70s, like, sci-fi, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I think the big show stealer here is this guy. I think he's really good, and I think the Arctic Cheetah is also really, really good. I think he's really cool too. Alright, let's check our cards out. Let's see what we got. We got the Arctic Cheetah Prime and the Arctic Cheetah A. We got Battle Cobra Prime and Battle Cobra A. We've got Black Lantern Prime, Black Lantern A, Linebacker Prime, Linebacker A. I might like the Linebacker once it's painted a lot. Nightgur Prime, Nightgur A. We've got Schuler and Monica. Damn it, Monica. We got Tucker Clark and Hammond. We've got Daniela Buhalim or Satala. We've got Michael Hall or Michelle Hall or Yves. And then we have Christelle or Logan Moon. Ooh, those are exciting exotic names, aren't they? What's your name? I'm Logan Moon. My heart's so dark. My abs are so ripped. I can't feel love for another. Because one time my mom didn't buy me ice cream. And I really wanted it. And I've got all the superpowers now, and I'm just the best. That's Logan Moon. So yeah, that's the clan support star. Two very like 60s and 70s designs, which are pretty cool. Two other really neat kind of asymmetric and a little bit different designs. And then the linebacker, who's just fucking weird. Just a weird fucking mech. Alright, let's go to the other book. Because I bought so much fucking shit. Ah! White Dwarf time! White Dwarf 473. $473. What's in here? I believe there's stuff in here for Warcry, which is the big reason I picked it up. Plus, my plan is to, after I'm done this, cut my hair, because as you can tell, I look like an escaped dribble. And then take a shower, and then go lay on the floor and read this with my dog. It's a cool big battle. Seraphon and Beast of Chaos. This is the Age of Sigmar, Flashpoint. It's usually a little bit of lore background. So this is the Tome Celestial update for the Beast of Chaos. This generally means that they're not going to get a Battle Tome soon. This is just like to update their Battle Tome for 3rd edition. That Jabber's Life, that's a cool model. I actually like that model a lot. That's really cool. So yeah, so this is their rules update. And this is a battle plan right here. No, this isn't about. This is campaign stuff for them. Alright, and then we've got A Tale of Four Warlords. Just sort of their, like, ongoing campaign thing. Pretty cool. Pretty big Lumineth army. We've got what looks like a lot of like Warcry stuff in there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's all the Warcry monsters in there. And then, ooh. Wow, they're bright. I like that. It's kind of weird that the giant there is not like done up for Slaanesh. Like, I don't know, like nipple piercings and cock rings and stuff. I don't know what you do, but alright, so this is the Warcry rules. This is why I picked this book up. This is the rules for Thundia. So essentially, this gives you like special battles for fighting in the realms of beasts, or special rules for fighting in the realms of beasts. And it gives you a lot of like variation charts and stuff, which is pretty cool. That's a really cool piece of art. And then apparently we are into 40k. All right, and these are one of those is a card for the horde stuff. I don't know what the others are. There's a battle report. Okay, that's what this is. Got a battle report. Please, GW, hire some people that aren't just white guys to be in your battle reports. That'd be nice. And this is stuff for Flashpoint for 40k. So there's Flashpoint Nakmund, I guess. Something on the craft worlds. Some kind of craft world supplement. I don't know. Oh, it's a nice looking knight. Nice looking knight. Ooh, some more cool knights. I like that one a lot. That one's really nice. With the like sort of like off tan green and the dark green. That's really good. Yeah, it'd be nice if these had a little more kit bashing in them. There's a little bit of kit bashing, but not a lot. It'd be cool if they were a little more heavily kit bashed. But alright, here's some stuff for Shadow Deep, for Underworlds, including the ability to play a multiplayer game, and campaign stuff for Adeptus Titanicus, and how to make banners. It's pretty cool. Like a campaign log, and you can like draw in the banner yourself. That's kind of neat. And then we've got a little story. Just some more stuff. Next issue, it's Kill Team Harlequins. Don't care. So yeah, not a bad book. I picked it up for the Warcry rules to play around with, see what they're like. I don't think there's a ton in there, but honestly, I'm happy there's anything because they haven't got a White Dwarf update in a long time. Alright, now, moving on to the big showstopper. Boom. I bought a lot of shit today. Ugh. Boom. Boom. It's Wookie time, boys. I've been wanting to get some Wookiees. And these are the really cool ones that can go in either the Rebels or the clones. I have a clone army and a droid army from the starter set, plus other stuff I've added into it. So I'm really happy to have some like other stuff to go into my clones, because they've released a lot of really cool stuff for the droids, but not as much cool stuff for the clones. So it's really cool. So we've got like a Wookiee vehicle, and then we've got some Wookiee troopers. So we'll go ahead and we'll check the vehicle out first. This is the Fluttercraft, as seen in episode 3. Good relations with the Wookiees I have. Where lightsaber green midget guy, Yoda, that's his name. Dwarf midget's probably an offensive term, I'm sorry. Where he's fighting with the Wookiees. So this is from that episode. So it looks like you can get a gunner or a bomber, and they all have cute little Wookiee goggles. We'll see if we'll be able to magnetize the two, but it's kind of like a dragonfly. It's pretty cool. Big props to who's the company that makes these? It's the same people that do Marvel Crisis Protocol. What is this? Why isn't their name branded all over the fucking packaging like GW? Oh, there. Let's see. Fantasy Flight Games. Big props to Fantasy Flight Games for how they package their stuff. This built-in cardboard inside the boxes is really nice. This is like the gold standard, in my opinion, in packaging. Alright, so we've got a base. So it's going to be a pretty big boy. We've got all of our cards and markers. We'll take a look at those in a little bit. Our instructions. And finally, the runners. Alright, let's check the runners out first. And we'll go from there. The Star Wars Legion stuff really is phenomenal, and it is one of the best games. It's probably my second favorite game, if I'm being totally honest, after Warcry. So there's the body of our ship. Here's some of the wings. Lots of cool little delicate pieces in there, but nothing that looks mega easily to break. There's the flight stand. So these are actually really nice flight stands that they use as opposed to the GW ones. They feel a lot more stronger, and they feel like they have a little bit of like bend in them, unlike the GW ones, which like shatter if you look at them wrong. All right, what do we got here? Man, those are some fucking well sculpted Wookiees. All right, so here's like a grenade bag. There's a bunch of grenades. There's one Wookiee. There's a Wookiee head. There's some pouches, a pistol, some more legs, arms, another Wookiee crotch, and then a different head with goggles. So it looks like we're gonna be able to build 3 complete Wookiees. But I'm assuming we're not going to be able to have all 3 on there. So we'll probably have to figure out how to magnetize the gunners. This is things like the wings and little legs, and like these are the landing gear. You can have them up or down, it looks like. Pretty cool. Alright, let's look at the instructions. Okay. Let's see. We build the main L, attach it to the body, put the pilot Wookiee in there. Oh, this is unfolding strangely. We put the arms around that. Oh, I guess you can't have them up or down. I guess there's 4. I thought there was less than 4 landing gear. You put the Wookiee's arms on, all the wings on. And then you put in one of two gunners. So you can either have the guy with the mounted bowcaster or the guy with the grenades. Alright. So, magnetizing the Wookiee, in themselves, is not going to be that hard. If you're looking at it, it looks like you basically just have to drill a hole in there, and then drill a hole in their butthole. And swap them in and out. The pisser is... So, with this here, what I'm going to probably do is I will probably snip off the nipple there in the bottom of the gun turret. So it doesn't go into the hole anymore and just sits on top of it and looks like it's attached. And then the Wookiee will be held in by his butt plug magnet. The pisser is this thing. If you want to have this, because it looks like this has pieces that wrap around the plastic, which is going to be really hard to magnetize. So this might be a case where I just ditch that detail and have either the gunner or the guy throwing the grenades. Maybe I'll put like a bunch of the grenades like here on the floor or something like that, instead of in the basket. Yeah. So it looks like that's going to need a little bit of creativity to magnetize, but I think we can figure it out. And there it is on the stand, just like that. Alright, let's check its cards out. So yeah, it looks like a bitchin' model. The last Legion stuff I got was like amazingly cool. The Magna Guard and the like big rolly tank thing, phenomenal. Good stuff. Alright, so these are their activation token right there. Get wound counters, if it's out of ammo, etc. It's all there. Then we've got our cards. Oh, looks like... Alright. So let's see. He's immune to blast, melee, and range 1 weapons, so you can't hit it. You can apparently perform a pivot before or after you make a regular move. You just fly over terrain 1 or 2. And it looks like the pilot has a pistol he can shoot. Okay, and then we got our upgrades. We've got comms jammer, a hacked comms unit, and then we could either have a bombardier or a machine gunner. So it looks like the bombardier, it's only for things essentially right under you. The gunner can shoot farther away, but and does more damage. You cannot deflect the bombardier's ones. You can apparently bomb twice with overrun. That's pretty cool. And you auto trigger suppression. So essentially you fly the NAS bomber back and forth over something, and your guy gets to throw grenades out of it. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Definitely interesting. I don't have anything else that behaves like that mechanically in my army yet. I'm sure there is stuff that already does, but I don't have anything that does, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's awesome. This is going to be a lot of fun. I just started watching Book of Boba Fett, so kind of been on a bit of a Star Wars kick, if I'm honest. So I was like, yeah, I want to get some Wookiees. The store had them in, and I was like, okay, it's Wookiee time. It's Wookiee time! I really wish Fantasy Flight Games would put out models to go with those shows. Like, you'd be able to get, like, Cranston, or the Twins, or the Pikes. I feel like they've really sort of missed the ball. God, this is really hard getting it back in this bag. I feel like they've really missed the ball on that, to be honest. And I know it's probably because, like, it changed hands from one company to another and all that stuff, but it still sucks. It'd be really cool if they had, you know, if you could go and get, like, a Boba Fett and a Fennec and his, like, super hot pig guards, if you could go and get them as options, you know? I'd build a whole army around them super hot pig guards, ain't gonna lie. Gamorreans for life. Give me some bacon. Anyway. Minus me lusting after green pigmen. Let's check out some Wookie boys. So this box has already been released, but it was released entirely for the Rebels. Now it's for the Rebels and the Separatists. So my understanding is this is identical to the other unit that came out, but it now has cards for both. So since I play, not Separatists, I'm sorry, clones. So since I play clones, that's what I want. We got some bases. And we got a bunch of Wookiees. Let's see. This looks like it's options. There's a long rifle there. And it looks like we get 2 of those. And then we have this one Wookiee runner. There's the big like Wookiee shield bubble that they can put up, which is really neat. Some kind of thing for like a bowcaster of some kind. Bunch of Wookiee heads. Yeah, there's the bowcaster right there. And a bunch of like Wookiee swords. Pretty awesome. And it looks like you get 2 of that runner. So it looks like you get 2 complete sets of this right here. I'm wondering how that's going to work out. It looks like you get 3 Wookiees on each one. Yeah, it's 3 Wookiees. How's that going to work out? So the way this looks very similar to how the Magnet Guards work. And with the Magnet Guards, you can actually build 3 units. Or you can actually build 2 units right out of the box. Which is really cool. Whoa. The fuck? Why do you get 5 activation tokens? Oh, you get 2, you get 3 and 2? Weird, okay. You get 2 for Rebels, 2 for Separatists, and then 3 for, and then 3rd one for Separatists. Alright. Republic only. When a friendly unit is issued an order. You get a command Wookiee? Hold on, wait. I get a Wookiee commander? Oh, you do? Shit. That's cool. You can run a clone Wookiee commander. Alright, or you can run Wookiee warriors. Okay. More Wookiee warriors. Wookiee warriors again. And again, Wookiee warriors. Interesting. Okay. Let's try to decipher this. I'm not going to worry about the rebel ones. So it looks like you can build a Wookie Chieftain. Alright. Assuming if you do that, you're not going to get both units of Wookiees. Or you can build Wookiees with rifles, or Wookiees with pistols and daggers. Or pistols and swords. Okay, interesting. Okay. So there's 2 different types of Wookiee units. Alright, so you can have a Battle Shield Wookiee upgrade. Okay, Inspiring Presence, Into the Fray, Tenacity, All the cards that you can add a bowcaster Wookie, or you can have a long gun Wookie, portable scanner, or recon intel. Okay, so if you're playing Rebels, there's 2 different types of Wookiee units. If you're playing Separatists, not Separatists, clones, there's 2 types of Wookiee units plus a Chieftain. You're going to get 6 Wookiees out of this box, which means that you're not going to be able to build everything. So you're going to be able to build 2 Wookiee units. Since they're identical runners, in theory, you could build 2 of whatever ones you wanted. Or you're going to be able to build the Chieftain and the upgrades. But not all the upgrades, because there's actually 3 upgrade Wookiees on here. You can have a bow, you can have a rifle, or a shield. Interesting. Let's look at the instructions for this, because this is going to be kind of crazy. There's a lot of options here. Bowcaster, heavy weapon Wookiee. Unit leader with X1 carbine. Then we can have Wookiee warrior with pistol and Kashik blades and Rick blades. Battle shield Wookiee with a potential for a carbine if you want it. Battle shield Wookiee with a carbine. You can have long gun Wookiee, double blade Wookiee, alright, so it looks like, yeah, so you can build either one of the 2 units, or you can build 1 unit and then the 2 add-ons and the Wookiee boss. Interesting. That is not how I expected that to go. There's the Wookie Chieftain. Is he identical to the... Or are they telling you to build him differently? If he's the... They're telling you to build him differently from the bowcaster one? Where's the bowcaster Wookie? So let's see. Wookie Chieftain right there. Bowcaster Wookie. Yeah, he's different. Interesting. Okay. So you have a lot of choices with this Wookiee box. Like, a lot of choices with this Wookiee box. Way more choices than I was expecting. But in all, you're going to get 6 Wookiees. And that can either be 2 units of Wookiees, or a unit and a bunch of upgrades, and a Chieftain. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm probably going to go with the 1 unit and the Chieftain. Because if it was just the upgrade guys, I'd probably go with the 2 units. But the idea of being able to have a Wookiee commander is really neat. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, you've got a lot of options in this Wookiee bag. Sorry, that box of Wookiees kind of confused my brain a little, I'm not going to lie. Ugh. Just because there's way more choice in these Wookiees than I expected there would be. You know, so now I have the really hard choice of, do I want 2 units of Wookiees, or do I want 1 unit, a boss, and then a bunch of upgrades? I'm probably going to do the upgrades and the boss. 1, because I think the idea of having a leader Wookiee is really neat. And 2, I actually really like the Battle Shield Wookiee. I think that's pretty cool. So I'll probably do like this long gun Wookiee, who's like a sniper, I believe, and then the Battle Shield Wookiee, and then the guys with the little swords. I'm not a big fan of these like X1 rifles. They don't seem very Wookiee to me. They look a lot more Star Wars. I'm sorry. They look a lot more like Halo guns than like Wookiee guns. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm super hyped for the Wookiees. I love Wookiees, and like I said, I've been on a big Star Wars kick. So, we got some Wookiees, we got some Battletech, we got some Stormcast, who I still haven't gotten right in the box yet. And we've got a God tier rulebook for Warcry. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it there. I need me a shower big time, because my night is winding down. So I'm going to cut my hair, grab me a shower, go lay out on the floor and read Warcry with my dog. And tomorrow I'll probably do some painting. We will probably do some Adeptus Titanicus painting. I will probably work more on my Chaos Adeptus Titanicus guys, who look like this. So we'll probably do that. We'll probably work on them. Maybe I'll work on the big guy. We'll see. But that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And then on Monday, we're doing the whole thing. We're going to do it. Because you know what? On Friday, I've got a 24-hour live stream in celebration for Guild Wars 2 coming up. Which I've talked about before. We're going to take a Battle Force box from opening the box for the first time to being 100% complete. I'm going to do that next on Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. So on Monday, we're doing the whole fucking campaign. That's right, we're going to play the whole Vermintide campaign, baby. All 4 battles. We're going to do it because I need to get myself ready for a super long stream the following weekend. So we're going to do it. All 4 battles. It's going to be a good time. We're doing that Monday. I just decided it's going to be a good time. Because Vermintide is legit. And I've got a ton of fucking Skaven. So we're going to break out a bunch of Skaven. I'm going to have all kinds of Skaven models. We're going to play all 4 battles. And we're going to do that Monday. It's a special stream event. Special stream. It's probably only going to be like 3 hours of streaming. Because it's 4 battles. But it's going to be a good time. We're going to see if our guys can get through it. I don't know the other faction yet. It's probably going to be KO. Because I think they're a good faction to fight the Skaven. Just like conceptually. So yeah. Going to be a good time. We're going to do it. And tomorrow we'll do some painting. So we have a nice chill stream in preparation for Monday. Man. I have not been sleeping the best, but stuff's getting better. We're making it happen. Making it happen, team. And I've got a ton of plastic toys. So, whatever's wrong with the world, I've got a box of Wookiees and a box of little robots. And these guys, where one of the guys looks like a bear. So it's okay. We're going to make the world better with plastic. One way too expensive box at a time. And with that, I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for watching me basically just play with toys for like 2 hours. Like I said, we're doing the Warcry Vermintide campaign on Monday. We're going to fucking do it. Get hyped. I'm saying this to myself because I need to drum up the energy to stream for that long, but I can do it. I can do it. I believe. We're going to do that. I'm doing it. Smack on the table. We're going to do that. And then... yeah, tomorrow we'll do some painting. So, thank you for watching. And I'm going to call it there, but keep on keeping on.